Now some people ask, where is the Khilafat of Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala in the Quran? Where is Abu Bakr's name in the Holy Quran? Our answer to this is that the Shia who object to this, we say to them, open the Holy Quran and you'll find Abu Bakr and Umar radiyallahu ta'ala everywhere. The entire Holy Quran fits Abu Bakr and Umar radiyallahu ta'ala. And not a single verse of the Holy Quran fits your description of your Imams. The entire Holy Quran fits the Sahaba. Not a single verse of the Holy Quran fits your description of your Imams. I never said doesn't fit your Imams. I said fits your description of your Imams. Because according to you, your Imams are who? Alimul Ghaibi wa Shahada. Your Imams are who? Like Sheikh Mumtaz was saying, Qasimullah bain al-Jannati wan nar. Your Imams are those who fix and appoint destinies and taqdeer. Your core books have these chapters. Bab Anna al-A'imma ya'lamuna ma kana wa ma yakun wa la yakhfa alayhim ash-shay'. The A'imma who they consider ma'soom, the A'immah who their core books of Aqidah consider higher than every Nabi besides Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam. The A'immah who they consider to be on a higher status than the status of Nubuwwat. According to Shia doctrine, Rafidi doctrine, the status of Imamat is higher than the status of Nubuwwat. Mullah Baqir Majlisi writes in Biharul Anwar that we don't call our A'immah Anbiya. But the reality is, our A'immah have a status of Imamat which is greater than the status of Nubuwwat. But why do we not call them Anbiya? Why do we not give them this name or this title of Nabi? He says, Illa ri'ayata jalalati khatamil anbiya sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We just take into consideration the respect of the last Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For this reason, we give them all the qualities of Nubuwwat and higher. But we can't call them Anbiya out of respect for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.